Look at this, YouTube. It's misting. I don't know if you can quite call it rain or not, but it is accumulating. Sweet. So I'm a couple days behind now. But over the weekend, I did get myself a new blade for the dry cut saw. This is an Irwin brand, as you can see. I've never tried that before. I usually buy the Milwaukee blade, but this was like $15 cheaper than the Milwaukee blade, so I decided to get it. See how it does. I have been running the just cheapo wood cutting blades, the 7 1/4 carbide tipped wood cutting blades in my dry cut saw, and it works pretty well. But I thought for doing all this sheet metal, I'd go ahead and get the good blade this time and see if it actually lasts longer. I don't know. Plus I wanted the higher tooth count, that 50 tooth. I thought would do a lot better on this sheet metal than the, what was I getting? I don't even have a clue what the other tooth count was on the other one, but whatever. So yeah, I'm going to be rocking an actual metal cutting blade in the dry cut saw today for cutting up all this sheet metal. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I got to get to motoring because, like I said, I am behind schedule. I haven't worked on it in 3 days now. And the guy wanted it last Friday, and today is Wednesday already now. I think is what I need to do is finish up this ramp and then start putting on the sheet metal, I think. Poor doggy. So depressed that it's raining. I've never seen a dog that hates the rain so much. He absolutely hates it. He loves snow. He will roll in the snow all day long, but it starts to rain and he's like, "No, let me inside, human." And then he pouts. What I did to pull it over here into the shop was I just stuck a piece of pipe at the end of the pile, well, on the concrete there, actually. And then another piece of pipe a little bit further this way, and just pulled it over the pipe and rolled it here into the shop. And I'd rather use the saw over the plasma cutter on this, because one, I don't have to worry about ground clamp, which is nice, and two, when I'm done cutting with the saw, I should have a good edge I can weld, whereas with plasma cutter I'll probably have to go back and grind off the ash, the buildup on the backside. I clamped it up there just to hold it, just so I can kind of look and see how I like it. It doesn't need to be up there because I got to put in the pipe that goes across the top right there, and then I want to put a pipe about halfway down where the cow's bellies will rub on it. But yeah, I think that's pretty nice. I just kind of want to see the overall look of it. It's going to make it look more like an actual product somebody built instead of some oil filled tubing and scraps put together, right? And the way I figure it, the 6-foot piece that's left over will go down here on the other end of the chute. It will actually go inside the alleyway, but I thought I'd set it right there for now so I don't accidentally cut a piece out of it and use it for something somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? I did not trim this sheet in length either. That's just the end piece from putting this piece in. So that worked out great. I was hoping I could do that, and I did, so very, very excited about that. But I'm going to put this piece on, and then I'm probably going to start sheeting everything around the ramp here. Because I figure I need all of this open as much as possible to walk in and out of here to do the ramp. At least is my thinking. So, I'll finish welding this in. Oh yeah, that was fun. I decided to cut off the end that's up here on top of the ramp, just for sake of me walking up and down the ramp all the time. So I cut off this side, that's all I have to do to it. Cut it, and then weld the sheet to the pipe, you know what I'm saying? That'd be it. And then the bottom side, which you can't see down there, I can take my time and patching and getting the shape cut out, doing it all down there on the ground. I don't have to go up and down the ramp 1,000 times to get tools or whatever. And to cut it, I thought about using the plasma cutter, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to use cutoff wheels on the hand grinder. I actually thought about using my dry cut saw and decided it'd be a little awkward at that angle. It's probably a good way to cut off your finger. I've been playing for quite a while trying to figure out my scrap pieces here and what I can cut out of them and where they'll go on the project. I have plenty of sheet metal. I actually ordered 2 extra sheets, so if I do goof up, you know, I've got 2 extra full sheets I can use. But, you know, there's no reason to just waste all of this metal, you know, and make stupid cuts when I can do 2 pieces out of 1, right? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm going to skip a lot of this right now because all I'm doing is cutting out pieces, lifting them up, and sticking them in place. And it's really hard for me to film getting up here in this ramp, you know, walking down here to this end all the time. I'm moving around a lot. And seriously, I'm going to end up using like 15 seconds out of that clip to show you that I set it in place and start tacking it in. So you can use your imagination. Well, not only that, but you can't really see. I mean, look at that. You can see that little tiny sliver in there. So we'll see you much later, unless I decide to film. My stuff up there anymore. Huh. Cool. It arced. There it is. It was actually welded on that side. Spot welded because it arced. close enough. Why can I not weld in that position? Sweet, I didn't fall. It is a gorgeous morning. It's 57 degrees according to my thermometer. I'm loving it. So yesterday, I think it was, I got these catwalk on here and I started working on the steps but ran out of time. And these are the steps I have. They are really, really rusted. I thought I got blue steps that match this blue catwalk, and I can't find them anywhere out there in my pile. I mean, it's not like it's something small and should be difficult to find. So yeah, I have these old rusty steps. I don't know if I want to use them or not. Hopefully when I get these steps put on there this morning. And the reason I really want to get that done is so I can build the gate up there and put this pipe along the top of the sheeting up there, and that'll give me something to walk up and down and stand on, and work a lot better than climbing up and down the ladder. I went over and looked at where they're going to set this chute, and I'm really thinking that having this frame sticking out is going to be in their way, because they're not going to have a lot of room to walk between that post and another post that's going to be over here. Yeah, I can see that really being in the way, especially since someone's going to kind of want to walk, along this wall here to the steps. You don't want to be stepping over that. I mentioned that because I was getting ready to put the steps here, and I thought maybe I should move this square tubing first because kind of hard to see there. There we go, that's better. But if I angle it, I need to cut it off there and actually move the square tubing over to where it's in line with that pipe and go over to that pipe. So I'm going to sit here a little while and think about it.